Hello scholars, welcome to Cognitive Growth and Development. This is Psych 3340. I will be your instructor this semester. My name is Dr. Bethany Fleck Dillen, and I'm going to use this video to walk you through some of the things on Blackboard and talk a little bit about our course syllabus. This little video of me is distracting, but I wanted you to see who I am. So I am going to take it off and then continue on with our tour. So this is the home page of Blackboard for this course. I'm not going to walk you through every single thing in detail, but I want to highlight some of the important things to get you started and get you familiarized with how things are going to work. So on this home page, one of the first things to be aware of is the left side has all of your menu options. This is how you'll navigate through the course. And we'll just start up at the top at the Start Here button. This is where you're going to find an overview. You'll want to check that out. Some technical assistance if you have any need for that. And then the Introduction Discussion Board thread. I'll comment more about that in a little while. The next tab is very important. It's the Syllabus and Course Info tab. There is some information about me, so you can get to know me a little bit better. Your syllabus is there. That's what we're going to spend the most time looking at together. There is the course calendar that has all of the due dates for all the assignments and modules. There are grading rubrics for all of your assignments. There's a course alignment map, etiquette expectations for online education, and institutional policies and academic support services. So I'm going to pause here and going down the side so that we can spend some time actually looking at the syllabus. We'll look at these other areas from this menu in just a moment. So I'm going to go ahead and enter our syllabus. I want you to spend time reading this pretty thoroughly, and let me know via email if you have any questions. The course description is here. The course is about human cognitive development and learning, and we take an educational approach to understanding those concepts. Prerequisites, core requisites are there. The required material. This is the Burns 2008 Cognitive Development and Learning in Instructional Context textbook. So that you can see what the textbook looks like, I did a quick Amazon search. This is the front cover, so it's the 3rd edition by Burns. It's 2008, so there are going to be lots of used copies that are available. And of course, the bookstore will have a copy too. So do some shopping around before you purchase anything new. Okay, let's see what else to tell you. You have some resources here to check out. These are all active links. Our course learning objectives are very important, so I am going to spend some time on this. There are 5 objectives that you should meet upon completion of the course. The first one is to compare, contrast, and evaluate theories about the development of cognition and learning, including information processing theory, schema theory, and constructivist approaches, Piagetian and Vygotskian theories. The second course learning objective is to apply what we know about memory to enhance learning and minimize forgetting for people in a variety of educational settings. Objective number 3 is to evaluate how motivation can best be used in educational settings to maximize student performance. Number 4, apply cognitive developmental theories to the teaching of literacy acquisition, science, math, and social studies. And number 5, evaluate the teaching methodologies that are least and most effective. I'm going to talk about these course learning objectives again in just a little bit when we look at the objective learning map. There are also measurable module unit learning objectives. So every time you enter a module, you're going to see its own set of objectives, and those are found on the module overview documents. I'll show you those also in just a little bit. Here are the expectations I have for you. Be active, participate, listen and respect others' viewpoints on the discussion board. Be comfortable taking risks, complete all of your assignments, turn your work in on time, discuss in class via email or office hours with me, and then be prepared by reading all the assignments prior to any of the assessments or assignments. You have things that you can expect from me as well. I will be active and enthusiastic to facilitate your learning. I will listen and respect your views. I'm available via email and in person during office hours. I will respond swiftly and effectively to your concerns. I promise to grade objectively, consistently, and timely. I use rubrics to help with that. I'm always prepared, even though this is an online course, and I will accommodate students based on any Access Center documentation that you might provide. Here are some key suggestions for academic success. I'm going to let you read over these. It makes more sense to read them after you've taken a look at the different types of assignments that are within each of the modules. So make a little note to yourself to review these for success. Here is an outline of our course topics. It goes Module 1 to Module 15. We can look at a couple of those modules as examples in just a moment. The types of assessments or assignments are important to understand. So when you enter a module, there's going to be a module overview. This is the first thing that you should open, and it explains everything that you're supposed to do to complete that module. There are readings and lessons. So you read the textbook chapter, and then you can look at the PowerPoint slides, which are the lessons, to help you understand that material. We have developmental discussion board topics. You're going to find a link to those in the module for which it applies. There are modules 1, 5, 6, 8, and 14. Those are the ones that have the discussion board threads in them. And those are worth 36 points each. I will take the best 5 out of 6, so it's a total of 180 course points. You do have a larger paper assignment. It's called the Constructivism in Animated Films assignment. And so what this does is it has you applying constructivist approaches to teaching to an animated film. And that film is one that you can choose. So the assignment is fully described in the Assignments tab. It's submitted here on Blackboard. It's worth 150 points. It's due about a third of the way through the semester, and there is some options for peer editing that you can use, and that's on the discussion board. Another type of assignment that you have due in every module are active reading questions. So this is, instead of typical lecture notes, what they are questions that will help you read through the text more actively to help you understand the material. So you'll have to complete these questions and submit them in each module. There are 14 ARQs. I'll keep your best 13. So one of them is a freebie. So if you don't do well or you forget one, there's one drop. The ARQs are all worth 15 points, and there is a grading rubric for them that I'll show you. You have quizzes as well. The quizzes assess your understanding of the course material pertaining to the module that it's in. So it's not comprehensive, it's just based on each module. And the format varies. There's short answer, true, false, multiple choice, short essays. You have 25 minutes to complete them. I only take 13 of the 14 quizzes, so you have one quiz that can be dropped. So you're graded on 13 quizzes. They are found within the module folders. Finally, the last thing that you have as a responsibility in this course is a comprehensive exam. It's a cumulative final you take at the end of the semester. There is a study guide. The exam is multiple choice, true, false, matching short answer, and can be found in the quizzes exam tabs or in the course content tab for the comprehensive exam module. Okay, that was a lot of things that I just told you about. It'll become a little bit more clear when I actually show you what one of the modules looks like. Moving on in the syllabus, before we get to that, we have the course grading policy. And I just explained each of these pieces so you can just see how the points are and the percentage that they're equivalent to. The course is out of a total possible point system of 1,000. So you're working towards earning as many points as you can to get up to that 1,000 points. And then the grading scale is just based on how many points you earn. So let's say you earned 800 points, you would have a B-. Let's talk about the late work policy. Remember that I drop one lowest quiz score and one of your ARQs. Also, only 5 of the 6 discussion board threads count, And so for this reason, late work is not accepted on these regular course requirements. You have those kind of freebie drops in there in case something happens. So no late work is accepted throughout the semester for those things. For your constructivist paper, I understand that things happen sometimes and extensions are needed. And if you talk to me via email before the paper is due to discuss your situation, I might grant you an extension. If I do grant you the extension, there is still a 5-point deduction per day that it's late. Response time and assessment feedback. The primary communication channel for this course is my email address, bfleck2@msudenver.edu. So please email me with questions or comments or anything like that. I will respond to you within 24 to 36 hours, often sooner. Sometimes if I'm traveling on the weekends or if it's a holiday, it might take a little bit more time. I do need you to identify yourself by name, course, and assignment. That way we don't have to go back and forth with me trying to figure out who you are and what you need. I teach a lot of courses and a lot of students, so this just helps us out with efficiency. I do work hard to grade in a timely manner. You'll have your ARQ assignments graded within 24 hours, and that's because I want you to be able to use them to help you prepare for other module assignments like your quizzes. The other course assignments I'll have back within 1 week of your submission, and again, many times earlier. After everyone's assignments are graded, I will email the class with some class-wide feedback. Last, the major paper assignment will take longer to grade than normal assignments because it's a longer paper and there are a lot of you. I like to give a lot of feedback. So please give me some time grading that. Also, if you want me to look at your paper before you submit it, give me at least 1 full week before it's due, and then I can give you some feedback on it that way. Learning interactions. So students to students, you guys will interact with each other on the discussion board. You'll interact with me through email and through the course assignments. I also provide a lot of one-on-one feedback on those assignments. And then you're going to also interact to the learning material or the content. And you'll use the module overview to understand the expectations about how you're going to interact with the course material. For citation information, you need to use APA style citations. There's a link here that can help you. There are also some additional links here on privacy policies and course tools, as well as accessibility. Here are some general university academic policies and support services. I also have an ADA policy and procedure link and the ADA syllabus statement from MSU Denver. If you are a student who's working with the Access Center, please get in touch with me via email. Send over your letter, and I am happy to work with you any way that I can to make sure the course is accessible for you. All right, that's it for the syllabus. The next steps say to review the schedule activities, the etiquette expectations, policies and support pages, and then to dive right into your work. So to help you think about what those next steps are, I'm going to show you the actual content tab. So when you enter this tab, you're going to see all of the modules, module 1, 2, 3, all the way down, and they're labeled based on the topic. The last module is your comprehensive final exam. So everything is found within these modules. So if we dive into, let's just go into module 2, which is the module on Piaget. I'll enter here, and there's going to be a list of the things that are found within the module. But you'll notice this first thing that pops up is the module overview. So this gives you the list of the things that you have to do to complete the module. Read the overview, read chapter 2, pages 14 through 25, complete the module 2 active reading questions, read the Piaget PowerPoint slides, watch the schema YouTube video, and then take the module 2 quiz. The next part of the overview is a table. The table has the module level objectives. So the first module level objective is to name the assumptions of Piaget's theory. This is a goal that I want you to accomplish by the end of this module. So you'll see that there's a bunch of objectives specific to this module. The next part of the table tells you what materials are going to help you be able to achieve the objective. So reading chapter 2 and using the PowerPoint slides will help you be able to accomplish this. Then there are learning activities that you have to do. Again, reading the chapter and reading the PowerPoint slides. There are assessments. So how am I going to know if you have completed this objective? Well, I'll know by looking at the Module 2 quiz, the Module 2 ARQ. I'll know when you write your constructivist paper and when you take your final exam. Now, each of these is also linked up to the course level objectives. If you remember on the syllabus, I read through what each of those were. So this objective is working towards hitting Objective 1 and Objective 5 for the entire course. So this table can really help you understand how I've thought through each piece of the course and how it's going to contribute to your learning. Oh, down here are the course level objectives pasted in again. So you can see it matches number 1 and number 5 for that first module level objective. So you can use this checklist to make sure that you do everything for each module. And here are all the files that help you. So ARQs are one of the things that are due. If I select that, it gives me the due date, the possible points. There's a rubric that you can view. And then you can download the file and you'll actually upload it. So that that's how you'll turn it in. If I click on the download just so that we can see what one looks like, it might be helpful. So here is a set of active reading questions so you know what they're going to look like. So the reading question could be, who is Piaget? And you'd type in your answer. And you just go through the book and you use the text to help you answer any of these questions. Here's another example. What is the definition of the sensory motor stage? What ages and processes are involved? So that's what a typical set of active reading questions looks like. Remember, you have PowerPoint slides to help you learn the material, and it's downloading them right now. So when I clicked on it, then I can open it up. You've got those objectives that are here. They're the same ones that are on the module overview. And then it just gives you some information that can help you as you're working through the material for that module. The PowerPoint slides are provided in PowerPoint and in a PDF file. They're the same thing, it's just whether or not you want to use a PDF or you want to use PowerPoint. Then you have your Module 2 quiz. I'm not going to launch it, but you would click here to launch to go ahead and take that quiz. And there are videos oftentimes that go along with the modules, and so this one is a schema video on YouTube. If I click here, it'll open that up. So I'm going to go back into content. You'll notice that all of these modules are formatted the same way. So I can enter any single one. And the first thing that's going to pop up is that overview. And it's going to tell you everything you need to know to complete that module. And then you have the list of all of the things here on the left-hand side. Now you can also find a list of these assignments and things if you go into assignments. So here's your ARQs. They're not put into folders based on modules, but they're all here. At the very bottom is your Constructivist in Animated Films paper. I have explained this paper in a YouTube video. So you would click on this link and here we go. I'll pop up.
Hello students, this is Dr. Bethany Fleck
and I explain the paper to you in detail. So you'll want to watch that video. The directions are here. And as a reminder, there's a discussion board forum if you want to do a peer edit of that paper. Next on the list on this side are quizzes and exams. Remember that the quizzes and exams are linked into each module, but you can also find them here in just a regular list. They're the same thing, so it depends on which way you want to access them. I find accessing everything from the content module level is a little bit easier. For communication and tools, you have a send email function here, an announcement function, and course messages. I prefer to have you guys email me at bfleck2@msudenver than doing the internal course message, but I'll respond to either one. The only other thing I want to show you on here is the collaboration tools. So this is where your discussion board is. The discussion board is linked within the module folders also, but in case you want to come in and see any of them in order, just like the quizzes or the ARQs, you can find them here. And so you would actually click into it and you could create your thread to answer the post. Within the content tab, one other thing that I'd like to show you is that your grading rubrics are all here. So if I click this, you will be able to see the grading rubric that's used for all of the assignments. So like this is the discussion board grading rubric. This is the ARQ grading rubric, the paper grading rubric. So you want to read those and use them to help you prepare while you're doing the assignment, because that's what I'm going to use to assess the assignment. All right, that is a general run through of everything for this course. Now remember, you need to go in and do some detailed reading. Just listening to this isn't enough. So please get in there and read through everything very, very carefully. You'll actually notice that in Module 1, it's an introduction to the course. So it covers the syllabus, Chapter 1 of your book. So there are actually going to be quiz questions on that first quiz about your syllabus and about how to navigate through the course. So that's one of the extra reasons why you want to spend some time just getting prepared and getting going. I do hope that this was helpful for you, and if you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to reach out. This is an online course. I can't see you and look and see that your facial expression looks confused or anything like that, so you're going to have to reach out so that I can help you. And trust me, I'm here to help. I want to guide you through this information, and I want you to be successful in the course. All right, thank you for your attention. I can't wait to meet you. One of the first things that you will do is complete this introduction thread. So mine is in there. You can read mine, and I will meet you online.